Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Look at that. That's what we had for dinner. I'm going down this mac and cheese rabbit hole to find my husband the best mac and cheese that he actually likes because he is a cheese, like, cheese fanatic. I don't know what to say. So let's get into it. First things first, we're going to go ahead and bring our pot of water up to a boil. Now, while your water is getting, hot and getting ready to come to a boil, we're going to shred our cheeses. I used Monterey Jack, mild cheddar, and super cheddar. Now I'm just adding in some bouillon into my boiling water. We're going to throw in 1 pound of noodles. And then we're going to go ahead and give that a nice little stir so them noodles can drink up a lot of that bouillon water that you see right there. It's actually pretty good. I've done this plenty of times before, but I wanted to try it on the mac and cheese. Now here we go with our spices. I'm doing a tablespoon of onion powder, and then we're going to do a tablespoon of garlic powder. And then I am also going to do a tablespoon of the Cajun Nation. Now you can use whatever seasonings you have on hand. You can throw in your, paprika, ground mustard. But this is my base I'm starting with because these are the seasonings that he mostly enjoys. So that's what I'm starting with. That's the base that I'm going for. Now I'm going to cut up 4 tablespoons of butter if I can get my life together and figure out which way I want to cut it. You're gonna cut up 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 little pads, just like how you see right there. And then we're gonna kick that off to the side for a minute because while our noodles are cooking, that's gonna come in handy here in a little bit. I did cook my noodles for a minute shorter, for a minute less than what the box said. So, because I wanted the macaroni and cheese to soak up some of these the cheese flavor and all the seasonings that's come along with it. Now, when your noodles are done cooking, go ahead and drain them and put them into your pan. I have a 9x13 pan. Oh, look at my little Oreo. Have a 9x13 pan. Put in your 4 pads of butter. Give it a nice little mixy mix. It'll keep your noodles from sticking. That's what they say, but it didn't, it worked a lot better than not putting anything. I didn't have to, pull it out of the pan, if you know what I mean. So it did work. Now we're going to go ahead and measure out a cup of heavy whipping cream. And here we go, just pouring it in until it reaches that cup up there. And still pouring. There it is, a cup of heavy whipping cream. Now I'm going to open up this can of evaporated milk. Now, I know you're probably using, why is she not going to make a roux? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because I like to overflour shit, okay? And then, it turns into cheese glob and noodles, and it was not good. That's what happened last time. I'm not a big connoisseur of mac and cheese, but my husband is, so here I am. I'm trying. Okay, so I'm gonna put in that whole can of evaporated milk, and I'm using that because that's how my mom used to do it, and a cup of heavy whipping cream, and that's another what my mama used to do. Okay, Southern mac and cheese. Then we're going to put that on a low heat because you don't want it to boil. And then we're going to add in our seasonings and get our seasonings all mixed into there. Really, really good. Now, since you only need 8 ounces of each cheese, I did 16 because I needed some extra to use for snacky snacks for my pups for one like a little treat. So I just had to measure out 2 cups of 2 cups of each cheese. And if you're having to do it like how I did it, do not pack your cheese in there because then it'll be more. You just loosely pack your cheese into your 1 cup measuring, and then you should be fine. Okay, do not pack it. I have done it before, and it is no bueno. Okay, do not pack it. So now I'm just going through and adding in all my little cheesies in there. Yep, so now we're going to give it a good mix. If you're going to use store-bought cheese, it's going to be very stringy. I cannot suggest this enough, highly suggest shredding your own. It makes for a much smoother consistency. You're not going to have all the strings. It's not going to turn into a big old glob at the bottom of your pan. So you're just going to keep mixing it and mixing it, and you're going to see how I check it from time to time. I'm going to pick up my whisk and see there's still cheese sticking to it, so it's not all incorporated into our milks yet. And you want to keep this on a very low heat. See, now it's not sticking, so it's good to go. Because you do not want it to bring up to a boil, because then it'll curdle. Now we're just going to put in all that cheesy, lovely goulash. Now this one was pretty good. I still think I need to tweak it, a little bit more. If there's anybody on here that's like, hey, I'm a mac and cheese expert, I make the best, shoot me a comment down below. Tell me how, you do different than what I did. Maybe I can try to, make this a winner chicken, or in this case, a winner mac and cheese dinner. Now, my husband only likes cheddar cheeses. I would love to add in like some Gruyere or some Manchego, just to give it, some more flavor, but he likes all that orange cheese. Now here I am being retarded, and I'm just smoothing tops down, making sure all the noodles and the cheese sauce, that's all I'm doing. Now I'm just going to top it off with some more of the shredded cheese. I don't know how much I put on there. I just did a couple handfuls of each cheese. And then I'm going to put it in my broiler here in a little bit, as soon as I get all these cheeses on. Not for very long, just for a couple of seconds maybe. I think I did it for like maybe longer than a couple seconds. I'm lying. I'm retarded. Maybe for like 2 minutes, because I didn't want it to get... I'm infamous about forgetting stuff in the oven. That's why I'm not a very good baker. And so I kind of like had to sit there and just watch it through the glass door with my dogs and be like, you think it's done yet? You think it's done yet? You think it's ready yet? Think it's ready yet? Or else I would have like singed all the edges, and the top part would have been like hard. I'm so retarded, but it's okay. I learned to deal with it throughout my life. Oh, now here I am. I'm just adding on the Monterey Jack. And, I want to get one of those graters that I've seen that people have. They like suction cups to their counter, and they just, it's like a little windmill thing. You just, like if you're doing a rod and reel, you're reeling in a big catch, and it just shreds it up. I told my husband, I want one of those. I need one of those, because I'm tired of grating up and down, taking a long time. And then I get bored, and then I'll forget about it, that I was grating it anyways. So now I'm just topping it with Cajun seasoning, and then I'm also going to go over it with some red pepper flakes. I am definitely going to make this again, but I want to try to maybe add in some bacon, or maybe some different seasonings to see what's worse. I'm just going to have to keep on adding seasonings, and then seeing what works best, and then taking away the ones that don't work. So here it goes into the oven. Now, into the broiler. I put my broiler, and there it is coming out. Look how pretty. See, I didn't burn it this time. Yay. My husband was so worried when I tasted them at work, because I had to like a little taste test. I told him it was really good, and he was like, okay, because you had me worried. Because the last time I made mac and cheese, and I recorded and everything, and I didn't post it, it was horrible. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. But this one was a lot better. It was very good. But I wanted delicioso. Like, I don't know, maybe I should add in like some of that W13 sauce, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. This is definitely gonna be something to actually build up on. And also the roux. Now I want to say, because my husband had already ate some for breakfast this morning, and it was just like that, because I had let it cool down before I had made this plate. Like it was bunched together, but the cheese was still actually all over the macaroni. It didn't like clump up like how whenever I make a roux, and that's how it does. Now look at that. That salad was so good too. That was a really good salad. Of course, it's not my salad because I had tomatoes on it. I gave this one to my man. So that's his salad. I did forget the bacon bits, but he'll add it, whatever. Look at it. See, it's covering every little morsel. Now, even if you're new to cooking, I mean, this is so easy peasy. I mean, literally, you could do it. Just just do what I do, man. It's really, really easy. Your teenager can probably do it. That is if they can follow directions. When mine were teenagers, they couldn't follow directions for crap. They just look at me like I'm retarded and be like, I got this, and just do their own little thing. Look at that. Look at that. It looks so good. All right, y'all. Well, you should know the drill by now. If you watched my video and you liked it, give it a big thumbs up, share, subscribe. If you have a mac and cheese recipe of your own,